video. As you see the title, 130K in unsecured funding to invest in real estate. So gonna make a really quick video. Just want to share some of the big wins for the month of March for two clients of mine. So we are currently, what is it, March 19th. We still have roughly about 12 more days to the end of the month. And two of my clients combined, I have successfully helped them secure over 100K in unsecured funding. Isn't that massive? Now, we not talking no PPP, we not talking no pandemic money. We're talking about the strategies that I discuss here on this channel on a regular basis. The power of leveraging your personal credit to invest in real estate. And so if you're wondering, well, Maria, how does one secure over 50K? Because these two individuals combined was able to get access to over 50K in funding. How is that possible? Well, let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, it's not by getting trade lines. It's not by building up a Dun and Bradstreet credit report, buying stuff from companies, net 30 accounts with Uline and Granger and all the other stuff that's been rehearsed and regurgitated by numerous people on the internet. It's strategy. It literally is strategy. But understand, a large part of it is because these individuals, I've shown them how to leverage their personal credit. Because what a lot of people don't understand, and I know this is the pain point, and it's the Achilles heel that keeps people from really being able to get the funding that they want, is that they do not want to face the elephant in the room. And what is the elephant in the room? Is the personal credit. It is very salacious to hear people online telling you, no social security number, no low credit scores, no social security numbers, just get an LLC. That sounds very good. And I'll be honest with you, I mean, you may can do with all the fraud that's online and all the tricks in the trade. I did a video about that. I talked about it. Yes, I'm going to call it out. I got onto Clubhouse early and late December, early January, and going into some of those rooms, and I couldn't believe the blatant fraud that people were advising people to get funding. So rest assured, anything that I teach, if I ever am subpoenaed, I can stand before the court and very much stand by my teachings, because one may think, well, for someone to get over 50K in funding, there's got to be some funny business going on. And it's not no funny business. But to go back to what I said, a lot of these tricks on the internet, it can get you 5,000, 10,000. And by all means, no shade to that. I get it. Some people are not used to getting access to funds unsecured. What do I mean by unsecured? Unsecured by real estate, unsecured by your business, unsecured by a personal home, unsecured by anything you own. Show me someone else in the marketplace who is helping people, new investors. These individuals have never invested in real estate, so it's not being secured by any real estate that they've owned. It's unsecured, Share with me the individuals who are able here in the marketplace who are telling people how to do this. And the individuals are getting over 50K. Now, I've been very conservative and said that I help people get $25,000 or more, but every person that I've ever worked with have never got that small amount. So that's why I always say I help people get 5 figures in funding. But then people say, well, you know what, Lorraine, will it work for me? And this is my answer to those who say, will it work for them? The individuals that I am able to help secure any type of funding, 5 figures right now, like I said, both individuals over 50K, even the individuals in the past, the numbers have always been over 50K. These individuals were coachable. What I find is that people will want to work with me, admit they have no idea how to get the money. They will admit that the things that they've tried has not helped them get access to any money. But they will not humble themselves to learn, because what they have in their mind of how they supposed to get the money or get access to the money is really not what they thought it was going to be. And when I say what they thought, not that, the strategies or the information I'm teaching them is illegal or what have you. It's just that people really do want to believe that in order for them to get access to any type of funding, they gotta do some, some real creative stuff. Create a shell corp and buy some trade lines and all this other stuff. And that's not what I teach. That's not what I share with people on what to do. I think I'm back. My phone rang. Another fallacy that I find that a lot of people really subscribe to, and is that they have to have an 800 credit score. And so I always tell people all credit scores are not created equal. Score itself is not the determining factor on you getting funding. Let me give you an example. If you recently went through credit repair and you have a 700 plus credit score, but pretty much that person wiped you clean and now you have to rebuild your credit. So the only thing you really have is low credit, credit cards, maybe a 300 Open Sky, 500 Capital One, but you got a 750 solid credit score. Now myself, I may have 25 years with established credit. I'm at the high sixes, maybe borderlining 7, but I have history with creditors because remember I said I'm 25 years in. Many of the credit to trade lines that I have are seasoned. Who do you think the lender is going to lend to? They're going to lend to the person similar to me, 25 years in, and I have seasoned trade lines, and there's a history of pattern. The person with the 750 to 800 credit score has no history of pattern. They have no financial behavior that's shown with how they've been able to manage credit. And you have these people who are blowing people's heads up and saying, well, all you need is this credit score. So what happens is that individuals think the determining factor is the credit score. So now they've gotten to the pinnacle of where they want to go, 800, 750, whatever that number is, and then they're still wondering, well, how is it that I can't figure out how to get the funding? Because there's so many different factors when it comes to the funding, the biz funding space. Let me share this with you because most people won't. They'll tell you things to tickle your ears and to have you really chasing your tail. No lender is created equal. No lender. So if you think that you can go right on Google, type in business credit, business funding, and really think that all those lenders are created equal, you're already losing, because they all are different. They all have a different product suite. They all have a different criteria of how they're going to lend to individuals. So it's not going to be a cut across just credit score. So what happens is that these individuals, they go to these credit professionals and they tell them, you know what, this is the credit score you need. And that may be the case for the credit professional that may be working with a particular lender. And that may be one. But that's not the standard for all the lenders. So where I come into this is, I'm not a loan broker. I don't broker loans. I don't broker funding, you know. And so what that means is that individuals, they decide to come to work with me when they are ready to stop chasing their tail and they want a proven strategy and blueprint on how to get the money. That's totally different than a person who's saying, I want to know what I can get approved for. If you just want to know what you can get approved for your 750 or your 800 credit score, by all means, go to Google, go to nav.com. The information is not hidden under the rock. Look for business credit lenders, business funding lenders, and see if they're going to lend to you. Now, most people don't get no success with that because, once again, they do not know the lender's lending suite. Oh, I could go right on the website, Larulia. Yeah, you can. But you don't know the criteria. And if you really think that it's just credit score, you're already losing. So what happens is that you got these people that's telling you they're going to sell you a book on Instagram for X amount of dollars and say, hey, this is how you can get $50K in funding. Then once you tried all those tricks, you notice I still can't get the funding. So that's why I say people come to me when they're tired of chasing their tail, and they're like, I need a proven system and blueprint. Because I have confidence. Like, I know that I can help people get, access to the money. But most people lack the belief that they can get the money. So that's why you'll have people who are not coachable, and they'll run for the quick 5,000 or the quick 10,000. And I tell people, if all you really looking for is like a cool 10K, 15K, no disrespect, I get it, then you go to that person. But understand what I do to get 5 figures, and like I said, north of 50K, because I'm just going by receipts and track records. It's going to take a little strategy. It's going to take a little strategy. It's not going to be something I could just tell you one thing. So that's why I tell people, when I do the consultation, this consultation is not for me to help you figure out how to get to the funding. The consultation is really to see if we're a good fit. Primarily, are you the type of person I want to work with? Because I do want to keep helping people and create the success stories to help people get funding. But what I won't do is try to convince people that my way works. And that's how we are now in the midst of, what would you say, post-pandemic. People are looking for an economic stimulus of $1,400. And here I've gotten clients, assisted them with getting money, access to funding for them to launch their real estate portfolio, because both of these individuals are about to launch into their real estate profession and as investors, and they have money in place. So as one of my clients said, it's not like, they're going through a wish book. Because, see, most people approach real estate like a wish book. Oh, I really wish. I really wish, and by all means, I know there's strategies out there, no money down deals or what have you, but still you need a little something. So that's really it. 140K, 130, I forgot what I made the title, of unsecured funding to invest in real estate. How is that done? It's not done by Dun and Bradstreet, Paydex scores, net 30 accounts. I had a conversation with someone 2 weeks ago, and they told me that's what they're currently doing, who they're, the person that they're currently working with. And I said, then at what point do you get to the money? Because I just wonder, do people ever ask that question? Like, like I got what is it? You buy $300 worth of stuff from Uline, maybe 300, another $300 stuff at Amazon Credit. At what point do you get to the meat and potatoes of what you're really looking for? Like, because at the end of the day, let's call a spade what it is. Like, people, that's why they're doing the whole, dog and pony show of business credit, because they're trying to get access to the money. So at what point do you get the money? And those are the questions that people don't ask. They just hoping that, it's gonna happen one day. Yeah, one day. But that's my story. That's, I'm sticking to it. Hopefully this weekend, gonna try to do a video, screencast, showing you a real estate deal flow and how to put it together using unsecured funding, just to give you an idea of what that looks like. Some of the creative things that you can do. Not too sure if I'm gonna do it tonight or tomorrow, but I'm definitely gonna get it done. I think it's necessary for people to kind of see how this world works, because what I'm noticing is that there's a lot of talking in the marketplace, but really people don't, either they're not aware of it, or they really don't know how it all gels together. And I want to be able to share that with you. So, keep a lookout on that. And if you're new to what I do, there's a link underneath this video, www.helpmegetbizcredit.com, if you want to learn more about what it is that I do, how I'm able to help individuals get 5 figures in funding. Like I said, just recently got off some wins where clients secured, 2 clients helped them secure over 130K in funding. So once again, this is Lorelia, and hope to work with you soon. Bye-bye.